Okay, so here we've got the Kindle Fire right here, and the Nook tablet right here. And we're going to go ahead and turn both of these on. You can already see that they have a different unlock screen. Both of them have the date and the time. Slide them and open them. And these are the home screens for both of the devices. You immediately see on the Kindle OS you've got a whole bunch of basically all the apps that you open recently and the books that you read recently and web pages you go to recently. They're all going to be here, which is pretty handy and a little bit maybe clunky because it ends up being filled with stuff that doesn't really matter. And here along the top here you've got the newsstand, the books, music, videos, documents, apps, and a web to open the internet browser. And then over here you've got your basic books, movies, music, apps along the bottom here. And then you've got 3 home pages of places where you can put apps. So if I wanted to say I wanted to open Charlie Brown book, we should be able to move this right here. And there it is. Now it's on one of the pages. So if I wanted to open the Charlie Brown sample, bam, it's opening. It's loading it. So pretty cool. With the Nook, if you hit this home button, which is the N right here, you can just hit any of these options if you want to go shopping, search, apps, web, settings. You can see if you click library, it shows you your library and you can filter through each thing that you've got. You can go shopping and you can see all the different lists, and sometimes it doesn't pick up your motions, but in general it's very responsive, as you can see. You can obviously, let's see here, I think there's a way to go to category, oh yeah, apps. So here's the app list. You can see Angry Birds is dominating. No surprise there. But there's not nearly as many apps for the apps in Nook comparatively as the Kindle Fire. So if you go to apps here, you can see these are your current apps, and then you can go to the store right here if you want to go see all your new apps. And I honestly like the Kindle Fire's layout of the App Store a lot more, but it's I mean they're both work well enough. It's not a big significant difference in my opinion. As you can see, everything's loading quickly. I feel like the Kindle is a little bit more responsive in the actual software. At least the App Store software anyway. Now there's no home button, so you have to hit this home button on the Kindle, which is kind of annoying. Every time you go into something, you have to hit the home button. And so, I mean, it's stuck this way. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it back up to be this side. Okay. Let's go ahead and click on some of these for you guys to see the options that you get. Now, Amazon obviously has a lot of content available. And there's not really anything on like this on the actual Nook yet, which is kind of annoying, but it's alright. Because I mean, honestly, I wouldn't really buy anything anyway, because I just would go to Netflix and watch all my stuff through Netflix anyway for free, or for $13.99 or whatever it is a month. But they both have Netflix. They both run, and honestly, the app looks almost exactly the same. It's like the same app, but they both work. So, and they seemed about the same quality when I was using them. It did lock up once for me, so they're not super reliable apps yet, but they'll probably will get better as they get updated. But as you can see, it's pretty sweet. I don't think it's going to let me play 2 different things at the same time, but maybe. You can see right here, this bar along the bottom. You can see along the bottom here with Kindle, this is how you get around. It's always there. They have to have the home button. You have to be able to always hit this home button or you're not going to be able to get around. So anytime you're lost basically in the Kindle, you can hit this little thing and then go hit the home button. Or you can always, this top bar too, you can always tap this top right corner and you can adjust your settings for brightness, volume, Wi-Fi, syncing. which is pretty handy, but at the same time you miss like the volume rockers, and you're like, why don't I have volume rockers? Whereas on the Kindle, or on the Nook, sorry, you've got the volume right here with the power button right here and the home button right here. So you don't have to have those bottom bars, which is kind of nice. But either way, both of these devices have good OSs, as you can see. So I mean, that's about it. I mean, that's the basic rundown of how both of the OSs work. So if you got any questions, post them in the comments, and either us or other users will be able to answer your questions. So yeah, there you go.